Hi guys, I'm back. I decided to do a part 2 to answering questions. So if you guys have any questions, put them in the chat and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. So this is not working right now. Trying to see it on my YouTube. For some reason I can't. Okay, I figured this out. Baby. Alright, so if you guys have any questions diabetes-wise, like I said, post them in the comment or in the chat, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. If I can't answer it, I'll try and find you an answer. So anything you have. So I've been wanting to do it in my, oh, I lost my phone, in my live chats, but I haven't mentioned it. But I was introduced to essential oils last year, and alright, so 2 hours ago I entered IBG. Sorry about that. Yeah, got introduced to essential oils. I had tried a few from a coworker. I had gotten samples of Deep Blue at her party, but I believe in essential oils, yes. I haven't really gotten anything that really mattered. It's only go down 10 points. That's because it was old insulin. Anyways, hang on. Sorry, I had a little one that strayed out of bed. Anyways, so yeah, I hadn't really gotten anything that really made a difference, and a couple months down the road, she's like, hey, I'm doing an order, so I ordered Breathe, and I used it here and there. Okay, so then I decided to wait until tax time. I was gonna get the diamond set. The diamond set, when I was introduced to it, was $1,500. Okay, I'll use some tax money and spend it on that, and this will be something that'll help me and my family. But when I checked for the kit at tax time, it went up to 3,000 something. Okay, maybe not. So I waited a little bit longer. Last week, I finally ordered my beginner's trio of, hold on, trying to find, there we go, peppermint, lemon, and lavender. Now, diabetes-wise, these don't really do anything for diabetes. They're not a cure for diabetes. They're not going to reduce anything for diabetes. Alright, that being said, they can help little aspects that attribute to high blood sugars and such. They're not going to lower the blood sugar for you, but they'll help with certain things like lavender. Lavender is for anxiety. For the week that I've been using it, I have found my anxiety and stress level has gone down. I rub it under my feet at night. If I get too anxious or stressed out, I'll smell it, and it really helps me. I've been drinking my lemon water every day. You put 3 drops in a glass of water, drink that. It helps to flush some of the toxins out. I mean, granted, drink water when your sugar is high and it will help your blood sugar go down. But with the lemon water, I find it flushes my system a lot faster than it would regular water. And I don't like the plain water, but I love lemon. And then the peppermint oil, when I get headaches, I rub it on my temples and the back of my neck, and my headaches go away. I've also been having lots of joint pain, and I know Deep Blue is a good one for joint pain and stress too. I've been watching the videos, but I don't have Deep Blue right now. I do plan on getting it, but I've been putting the peppermint on my joints and where I'm having pain, and that works just as good. And oh my god, it works even better than BioFreeze, Fast Freeze, Tiger Balm, whatever have you used. It burns, but it feels so good. There's a lady that is the head of the, well, we call her the head of this area for the doTERRA. And one of the ladies that she introduced the oils to got certain oils and started giving them to her father that is diabetic, and noticed a tremendous difference in his blood sugars after a month of using them. I'm not even sure what she used. I've seen posts on Pinterest and whatnot for certain pills. Like, you can make your own oil pills. But, like I said, I'm not into stuff like that. I get really ticked off on Facebook and stuff when people are like, hey, look, it's a cure for diabetes. But yeah. Nothing in the chat. Huh? So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. You can ask about the oils. I don't know too much about them. Like I said, I'm just kind of starting out. You could ask about like, whatever.
Collie's already coming.
Welcome. I just got finished talking about the doTERRA oils that I'm using. Like I said, I'm fairly new to them, and I'm not saying they're a cure, but I'm not saying that they don't help either. Alright. What's the matter, kitten? Do you want to come say hi? Midnight. Come here, mister. So, in the previous live, I call these chats, streams that I've done, I've mentioned that we had a cat, and his name is Teddy Bear, but we have another one that we got last Friday, and his name is Midnight. Let's see, what else did I want to say? Coming up, I'm going to start planning and preparing to do a video on alcohol and diabetes. Not so much that you shouldn't drink, but if you decide to drink, like what's better for you and what you'll need to give insulin for. And low carb versions of drinks and stuff. I am going to put a 18 plus on that if I do it live. If I don't do it live, I will have a forewarning on it for the parents that do watch my videos. I've noticed a lot on the Facebook traffic in T-Slim and Medtronics and Type 1 Hangout and whatnot that people post the liquor or beer or what have you and ask what should I eat with this, or how many carbs is this. I do find a need to have a video like that out there because there are diabetics that truly believe that you can't drink, but you can as long as you do it safely And as long as you're prepared, drink your water, have carbs available, because some of those alcohols will bring you low. But that's a story for another time. I'm going to post a link up, letting my people know that I'm live, because we don't really have any traffic right now. This will take me a few minutes. Sorry about that. Those of you that haven't been there yet, I created a Facebook for just Stephanietype1 stuff. Because I'm trying to get some of the traffic of diabetes off my Facebook. Like, yeah, it's part of my life, but I also want a specific page for the diabetics on my Facebook. And I also don't want to annoy the non-diabetics. Let me see. Alright, a couple more posts and I'll be back to answer questions. What's the matter, Midnight? Oh. Oops. Alrighty. So if you have any questions, go ahead and ask them. I've been diabetic for 10 years, diagnosed at age 17. So I'm not fairly new to it, but I haven't had it forever. Welcome. go ahead and ask any questions. Don't be shy. I started my Stephanietype1 YouTube when I figured out that I wanted a pump. I was doing injections at the time, and I couldn't keep up. And I thought about it, and so there has to be an easier way. So I Googled easier ways to manage diabetes, and that popped an advertisement for the Animas Pain, and I wanted it, and wanted. And I went to see my doctor, and we started the process, and he didn't tell me at the time what I was getting, and I was supposed to go down to Bangor, which is 4 hours away from where I lived, to do trainings and whatnot. And he found out that a closer diabetes education office did it, which was about 45 minutes away at the time. And so we set that up, and I found out that I was getting a Medtronic pump, and I was peeved. I was like, I wanted the pig, but I gave it a chance, and so I met my diabetes educator, Erica, and come to find out, she was type 1 too. It was pretty awesome to have someone to understand, and I couldn't make excuses. She just understood, and it made life easier. Anyways, long story short, I got the Medtronic Revel 723 at that time, and I was on it for 5 years. And last year, my warranty ran out, and I decided to go with a T-Slim. And I absolutely love the T-Slim. There's a lot more pros with a T-Slim. I liked my Medtronic pump, but there were things like my alarms were too quiet and I wasn't catching them. I was getting a lot of overrides even though I wasn't really overriding. But yeah, I love the T-Slim. Excuse me. Oy. Yeah, so go ahead and ask any questions. So, let's see. I'm not even sure if this viewer right here even knows me. If you do, I'm sorry for repeating this story again. If you don't, like I said, I was diagnosed at the age of 17, but at that time it was with type 2. And I was in complete denial and whatnot. I was put on type 2 meds. I lost a lot of weight from my end of junior year to senior year. Basically, I came back and I was half the size that I was over summer break. I went through the education and stuff that the doctor recommended. Anyways, skip down the road to age 21. I wasn't feeling well all day. And my husband was my fiance at the time. And he was on the phone with my grandmother. And Steph hasn't been feeling well all day. And I'd only eaten a bowl of ramen. And I couldn't keep anything down. Just puking all day and whatnot. And so he's talking to my grandma. There's a nurse around. And she's like, why? He's like, I need to speak to the nurse. So she handed the phone to the nurse, and he was telling her my symptoms, and finally he says, she's puking black. She says, is she on any iron supplements? And he says, no. She says, get her to the ER right now. And he did. When I was admitted into the ER, I was at 411, and I went into DKA. That's short for diabetic ketoacidosis. It's where your body processes your fat as sugar. That was the scariest moment of my life, and I don't wish it on my enemy. And that's where we found out that I really wasn't type 2, that I was type 1. And so anyway, on to the next day. I was admitted into the ICU. I was there in the ICU for 2 days, and I was in med-surg for 2 days. While in the ICU, my first day, the doctor there looked at my doctor and he says, are you stupid? This girl needs insulin. He says, take her off these blankety blank pills and put her on insulin. So my doctor did that, and that doctor is no longer my doctor. I got a better doctor, and I have a better support system, medical support system for my diabetes. My family support system is awesome. I also have a great endocrinologist down in Bangor. His name is Corey Webb. And he's also type 1 too. So I'm type 1. My diabetes educator is type 1. My endocrinologist is type 1. And my doctor's type 2, but she's diabetic. So I've surrounded myself with diabetics. It makes things a lot easier. Go ahead and ask questions. I'm here to answer them. I don't really have many more stories to tell. Unless you ask a question, I have a story related to that question, but don't leave me hanging. Hi, Midnight. Do you want to come say hi? Say hi. So this is our newest kitty. This is Mr. Midnight. You say hi? He's 4 years old. Alright, I'll let you go. Bye. Teddy bear is around here somewhere. Teddy! Come. Come here, Teddy. Come. Look. Here, let me get that out of your way. Come here, Mister. Ugh. And this is Mr. Teddy. This is the guy that I mentioned in my previous stream. This is Teddy Bear, and he's 6 years old. You say hi, mister? This is the love bug. This guy likes attention. Probably hear him purring. You're so loud. Alright, bye. You don't want any attention tonight? It's funny. It'd be funny if they could train cats to be diabetic alert animals. Like, I've seen people post that their cats wake them up in the night and they test their sugar. But I want a diabetic alert dog, but I do not absolutely have any money for that. It's $20,000. I've tried to create a GoFundMe, not only for my supplies when I didn't have insurance, but also for diabetic alert dog, but I only got one donation. So, but now I have insurance, and I am very grateful for it. Go ahead and ask anything you want, diabetes related, or that you would like to know. It's kind of quiet tonight. In my previous stream, it's not a very big number, but it's big to me because I'm new to live streaming. I got 6, I believe it was, viewers, and we had a bunch of questions, and it went really well. Hoping the more I do these, the better it gets. But tonight's really quiet. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm wondering if that's a question or if that is just somebody commenting on something. No, that's just a comment on a different post. go ahead and ask away. Trying to think of what I could let you guys know or talk about. I've been doing really good with my low carb while I'm at work. Let me see. Let's share some blood glucose. Alright, let's go to my history. So today, aside from when I got home, alright, let's go. So I'm gonna go back to last night. Last night at 7:15, I was 360. That's because I didn't bolus enough. I had Nico crackers with Nutella. I was craving chocolate and peanut butter. I didn't bolus enough for it, so when I woke up this morning, I was 204. Anyways, at 8:23, I was 128, and at lunchtime, I was 163, which is pretty good. Yesterday, I did pretty good. I woke up 92, 8:45, I was 89, 11:30, I was 90, and at 12, I was feeling low. That's why I've tested so much. At 12, I was 91, so I went up by 1 point. So yeah, I was feeling low at that point because my body's been high because I've been in survivor mode because my Medicaid wanted to play with my life, and I'm just very grateful that my employer provided us with insurance. Excuse me. Oh, I can't believe nobody has questions or comments or anything tonight. It's surprising. Okay. So my one little viewer, if you're the same viewer that's been watching this, how would you feel about trying trying to think. I don't want to get myself into a hole because I did that last year. So I was going to do a diabetes parody, and I tried, but that ship got sunk. I started writing it, and I was planning on doing it to the tune of Uptown Funk, and I just couldn't get onto rhythm and stuff. But let me see. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Give me an idea of what you would like to see on my channel. Diabetes related, obviously. I can tell you that I've done site change videos. I've done what you should do during a low, what you should do during a high, sick days. I've done a bunch of pregnancy videos. I've done what else have I done? Oh, a bunch of review videos, obviously. I have to go look. I've done a lot of videos. Like I said, I'm fairly new to this live stream stuff. I've done diabetes awareness stuff. What else? Did a video on, where I asked a question. I was having problems with energy. I'd come back from work, I'd be completely exhausted, and I never found out what caused that. I asked what my diabetes community does to get energy, and didn't get any comments. I've done a video on how type 1s are automatically denied life and disability when they get loans, which I completely think is crap because it has nothing to do with the loan. I've done videos on hip appeal. I've done a lot of videos. So give me any suggestions for newer videos you'd like to see, or things you'd like to see me mention in my videos. Alright, well, I'm gonna wrap this up for tonight. You guys are a little too quiet tonight. Have a good night, guys.